Hey everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome to One Flight Down.
One, two, three.
So today we're looking at two classic Irish beers, ones that I think are synonymous with Ireland. Of course, you've got the Kilkenny Irish Cream Ale and the classic Guinness Stout. We're going to start with the Kilkenny because I tend to like working lighter to darker. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. I haven't had one of these in probably a couple of years. There was a time when really, if you wanted something in my part of the world that wasn't like just a boring Canadian lager, you had to go for imports. There's a lot more selection right now, so it's a little different. But in those days, yeah, that's all you had. So I Kilkenny was one of my absolute favorites when I first got into like imported beers and that kind of thing. So very excited about this. So both of these beers are nitrogenated, so the pour is going to be dramatic and awesome, I hope. I've got like a whole setup here today. I've got like a ring light set up over here. I'm gonna do like a close up. I want to get the pour looking really good, you know. So we'll know how successful that is based on whether I use that shot or not. But very excited about this. I'm just gonna set up that camera now. All right, I believe I'm set up. So let's give this a try. All right, let's crack this open. I hope you heard that because that was pretty awesome. Here we go. This is coming to life already. That's all that nitrogen popping out, I guess. It's got the widget inside. You're supposed to just pour this hard, right? My favorite thing with the Kilkenny is always just watching it settle, so I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. All right. So if you look at this, like that is one creamy head, right? That's just absolutely beautiful. Super like white, just oh yeah, that is one beautiful head of beer there. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything on the nose here. Bit of a sweetness. And that kind of like a bready quality as well. All right, let's do it. All right. So in terms of mouthfeel, it's not as thick as I remember. I mean, there's a definite thickness off the head that you get like right away. No arguing that. That's very thick. But the actual body itself of the beer is fairly light. Yeah, that is nice. Oh, that's a good beer. Sometimes it's nice to go back to the classics. So it's actually a very, very mild taste. I think I remember it being a little more bold, but I'm not complaining. Like it's very, very nice. But the characteristics on this are definitely like malty and sweet. Very, very like just a nice sweetness to it. Dessert like, and I love it when you get like, so you get that kind of nice light body, and then you get a little finish of the foam going down at the end, and that just kind of gives it this really buttery dessert like quality. It's such a good beer. So Kilkenny is a Guinness product. Guinness puts this out, and I know here in Canada, like you'll often see it packaged together, especially around St. Patrick's Day. Like you can usually get a package of Guinness, Kilkenny, and Harp, the really nice lager that Guinness puts out. Kilkenny actually dates back to 1710 as the earliest I can find, and Guinness actually 1759 was the date I saw on like Wikipedia. Anyway, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, so they're both date back to the 1700s, and it seems like Kilkenny's just a little bit older than Guinness, which surprises me just because I always think of Guinness as having such a rich history. And Kilkenny, I kind of had to dig around a bit just to find out really much more about it. But yeah, it's a super nice beer, super light on the mouthfeel. Like I think that's my favorite thing about it is, I could see myself having a couple of these real easy. All right, moving on. Moving on to the Guinness Draught Stout. Draught, because it's supposed to pour out like nice draft beer. It's nitrogenated. It's got the little widget inside. Like, I don't want to shake it up, but that guy can hear it moving around in there, and that's always kind of fun. I mean, Guinness is synonymous with Ireland, right? Like, I mean, I think even people who don't like beer, when they go to Ireland, they check out the Guinness brewery. I think it's just like synonymous. It's such a big part of the culture there. Let's open this up, give it a dramatic pour, and see how that goes. Ooh. Man, I hope you're hearing that. That's like some weird robot noises on that one. All right, just setting up over here for the big dramatic pour. Still settling down much like the Kilkenny did. Color, of course, is a lot different, right? Like here we're looking at it going from that nice tan of the head to a deep dark black, whereas with the Kilkenny it went that nice deep red color. Speaking of Guinness, I got one of these. Someone gave me recently. Thought it'd be a good thing to have in the bar. It's a pouring tool to help create the perfect black and tan. I might do that for an upcoming episode, actually. Black and tan, it's a Guinness and a lager, which comes to this like really cool layered effect. And yeah, we should try that one day. Okay, anyways, that's looking beautiful right now. That head is just gorgeous, right? Like, nothing beats the head of a Guinness, eh? Look at that. Of course, the beer itself, look how dark that is, eh? That's pitch black. Black as midnight on a moonless night. I think Guinness, and again, I haven't had a Guinness in a while. I mean, for the longest time, it was probably the only stout I really knew or ever had, right? I think for a lot of people it is. But now we've got a decent beer scene. Here where I live, I'm getting all kinds of stouts all the time. So going back to the basic Guinness is going to be kind of interesting. Very, very light on the nose. Yeah, there's a malty note there, but it's pretty subtle. All right, let's go in and do this. Definitely more of a bitterness than you get with the Kilkenny. And like the Kilkenny, I'm kind of surprised by how light the body is on this. Because I remember it being a lot heavier. And the beautiful head on this, like the creamy head on this, kind of gives it a little more of a thicker mouthfeel as it goes down. But really, the beer itself is lighter bodied than I remember it being. It's kind of funny because I've had so many like dessert stouts lately, right? Like so many places lately have done these amazing dessert stouts, and yeah, it's super sweet. I mean, this is much different than that. I've also had a lot of coffee stouts in the last while, and you definitely get a coffee note in this for sure. But I think it's a pretty distinct taste, though. Like, I think like Guinness tastes like Guinness. I have a lot of other stouts, and I really enjoy them, but Guinness has its own distinct flavor, and yeah, it's super nice. Last year for my St. Patrick's Day videos, I did a couple of different beers that you can get from Guinness. I did a Hop House Lager, which was really nice. It's just a super crisp, light lager, really nice. And the Guinness Blonde, which I remember not being too thrilled with. I wasn't super thrilled with that Guinness Blonde, but I do appreciate the can design on it. Yeah, Guinness has done a lot more than just the stout. I mean, a Guinness is a slow sipper, and I think a lot of that is like the creaminess. But that's the thing, like a Guinness is kind of like this light body with a creaminess to it. It's a very kind of unique thing, and it's a great beer. I mean, it's popular around the world for a reason. So yeah, I'm gonna sip this slowly. Hope you all have a great St. Patrick's Day, but stay away from that green beer.
I'm tired and I need to go